Hey everybody, this is Stacy Brioka, and I have had the most exhilarating week. That's the only way I can describe it. Um, and I'll tell you what, I've gone from last week was pretty rough, frankly, to this week being eye popping amazing. I'm still trying to drink it all in, but I have been participating in a 5 day challenge by Jay Facette on JVology. I'll put the link below because I think there might still be time to squeeze in and be in the challenge. It was the best 5 day challenge I've ever been in my life. I'm just going to say that ever. Not that I've been in thousands of them, but I have been in some challenges that were just like, they didn't tell me much more than I already knew, or they didn't deliver it in a way that was exciting, and you could tell it was people putting masks on. Jay doesn't put a mask on. Jay is real and authentic, and that is number one. One of my most important things to me is being not entirely always raw, but being you, being authentic. And you can tell when somebody's being authentic and when they're being fake. Okay, yeah, I've got a green screen fake background behind me, but the blue hair, it's blue. So there's that. Um, I just want to double check here that I am showing live for you guys because I'd love to engage with you guys live if you have comments. And I just want to make sure that that's on there. Anyway, so 5 day challenge started out Monday. We've had worksheets every day, we've had homework every day, similar to many challenges. But I think the big difference in this one, besides Jay being authentic, is the worksheets finally spoke to me like no other challenge had ever spoken to me before, because it was all about going first and being you and offering first. And that speaks to me in that I've always connected people and offered and been the one helping connect, and that just, it's natural for me to connect people. And I love it. And I found myself not only doing that, but realizing that there were people out there who did need, and their clients do want some of the services that I'm actually able to provide, and that they have uh, services that I know my clients need and want. And so I can get, it's like being able to help each other out. It's a win win win. It's not just a win win, but it's a win win win. So I start out this morning, back up a little bit to this morning. I start out this morning with a meeting at 10 a.m. to make sure I got myself out of bed, because it's Friday. I don't always make meetings on Friday, and sometimes I sleep a little bit late because Sunday night I start my week. I start my week every Sunday night working. That's just how my week runs. And so Friday mornings I give myself a little bit of a break. So I got up, ready for my meeting, had very little idea of the person I was meeting with because I had met them in this challenge. The idea was to find 5 potential people to collaborate with or work with in 5 days. And I know I've messaged and talked to and set up meetings with more than that. But I end up on a call with a gentleman in Canada who we have some very similar mindsets in, that our clients have strengths that we can help them draw from, and that those strengths are what really enables people to drive people forward, and that all of that is evidence based in there's scientific evidence behind it. We're not just picking up something and throwing it at the wall. It's evidence based work, and but all in the same token, it's also business based work. So I start out the morning with that. And so the reason I said one is silver and the other's gold, I'm referencing the phrase that's, make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver, the other's gold. So I start my morning out with the silver. And after this afternoon, I have spent the afternoon with my cousin, who's considerably younger than me, and has, we'd needed each other's ears in different ways. And I just wanted, I'm like, let's go to lunch. And so we went to lunch, and then we visited my friend's bakery, and then we ran a couple errands, and then I took her home. And it's kind of like, instead of being her cousin, I'm really kind of a lot like a big sister, because I'm old enough of her. Um, I was a preteen when she was born, so you know how preteens are with babies. They like want to do the babysitting and holding and play with and everything. And so she was kind of my the baby then. And I'm very close. I'm very close to her that way. Um, so it was really cool to be able to spend the day with her. And when we got ready to, she got ready to leave, and she says, "I really needed this," and I'm just so glad I was able to be there for her today, because she is gold. She doesn't know it yet, but she's gold. Um, she kept trying to pay me for something I did for her a couple weeks ago, and pay me for something I bought for her a couple weeks ago. And I'm like, you don't owe me any money. It's not about the money. It's about you take care of you, and you make sure you're living an amazing life. That's what you owe me. Because, and I'll say it here, because you're gold. You're gold to me. You're gold to more people than you realize. And I spent the day with silver and gold. So, what can beat that? I have no idea. Put it in the chat if you guys have something that can beat that. Let me know. If you got stuff that can beat that, I'll listen. I don't know if I'll agree, but I'll listen. Have an amazing afternoon.